This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy to see if you could save when you bundle your home and auto policies. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
This is producer Eleanor, and I want to tell you about a twisting and turning weekly horror science fiction podcast called Woe Begone. Woe Begone follows Mike Walters, who discovers a mysterious and violent online game. He starts exploring this alternate reality game with real-life consequences, but that quickly becomes a search for the technology that makes the game possible. It's an exploration of power, the limitations of linear time, and what it means to be an individual. Listen to Woe Begone wherever you get your podcasts. That is Woe, W-O-E, period, Begone, B-E-G-O-N-E. And you can find lots more info, transcripts, and episodes all at their website, woebegonepod.com. So please, go find Woe Begone on your local podcatcher of choice.
Hi there, Jeffrey Nils Gardner here. This is a really special episode of World Gone Wrong for me and for many of us here on the team. It's an episode about grief. We didn't plan for grief to be a major theme of World Gone Wrong, but life happened and the show responded. While making World Gone Wrong, most of us here on the team have been touched by grief, losing parents, family members, and friends. Jess has written what is, to me, one of the most accurate and evocative scripts about the experience of losing someone I have ever read. Making this episode was a continuing step in understanding what the world looks like without important people in it. We'd like to dedicate this episode to some of the people we have lost. Spencer Milligan, Joan Maloney, Faye Williams, Barbara Amatruda, William Gardner, and Robert Best. Thank you for listening.
Okay, I have a couple actually.
Spoiled for choice. Okay, so which one are you?
I've got it. Set me up. Say, Jamie, are we doing an episode on the tree women today?
Okay, got it. My line. Hey, Jamie, are we doing an episode on the tree women today?
I'm sure some of you were rooting for us to leave this topic behind, but you cedar, we needle to make it stick.
So you just, the whole box of idea pasta at the podcast wall.
The whole thing just splort.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Splort, let's go. Splort.
Someone on the radio said something about the sun going out forever in a month or so. But we all knew the end was near, nothing to be done from here. So I shake my head and off to bed I go.
Hello, and welcome to World Gone Wrong, the show where two best friends meet to talk about all the ways life on this planet continues to shock us. I'm Malik.
I'm Jamie.
We are broadcasting together in person in all three dimensions from Jamie's backyard in redacted Colorado.
It is so weird to be doing the show in the same place.
Oh, I know.
I mean, it's good weird, but I can turn and see different angles of your head.
I'd forgotten that you have a whole different posture for when you go on like one of your pun rants.
I'd forgotten you have a different posture when you're hearing my pun rant.
Yeah, we call that dire outrage.
Okay, sure, whatever. So as discussed, we are going to do one more episode on the tree women of small town Colorado. And we happen to be with one of those tree women right now. Mm-hmm. Malik, do you want to set the scene?
Oh, yes. Okay. We are sitting in Jamie's backyard in front of a large tree. I think you said it was a cottonwood?
A plains cottonwood, correct.
And yeah, it's got a face. Eyes, nose, everything in bark. It's got a very human shape. It's got moss that looks like eyebrows. She's got these little like vines that even look like glasses. We maybe use the word uncanny too much in our daily lives, but it's uncanny.
It's so detailed, right?
It looks alive. Well, trees are alive, but you know, she looks like she's about to open her eyes. I think it's actually crazier in person because you can walk all the way around it, get the panoramic view?
So there are now 38 tree women in this town and the surrounding area. 22 of them have been identified with certainty, and 3 more have a tentative person attached to them. And then every spring, we have been getting even more. So those numbers will continue to change.
And for anyone who doesn't remember our landmark season 2 episode about the tree women, can you get them caught up to speed?
Yes, sorry, of course. Okay, so in spring of 2024, my town started noticing that some neighborhood trees were beginning to resemble women. Obviously, it's not impossible for the various knots of a tree to wind up looking kind of,
Yeah.
let's say mammalian. But in this case, it was specific women. So the first tree we noticed was, do you remember her name?
Oh, Ableton?
Oh, Adelaide Mayfield.
I was close.
A figure from our local small town Colorado history. A 19th century madam whose money paid for many of the first developments in town. So controversial. She's a crabapple tree in the park.
Ableton Markfield? I don't know. It sounds like a video game character.
I hope she haunts you.
Sorry, Adelaide. Okay, so Jamie took me to see her this morning. Her face definitely matches the old photos.
If you'll recall, a lot of people in town wanted to see about cutting it down. However, there's a lot of rules around chopping healthy trees on public land. Some people here worried that the tree women would bring in a lot of tourists, but luckily, people in Colorado who want to see something out of the ordinary always have the option of just going into the mountains and trying to see a unicorn.
Luckily? Didn't you say?
Yeah. It's actually incredibly dangerous to do that, so please don't do that, to be clear. Traveling off the marked trails is bad enough, but their shiny, shiny hooves are so sharp.
So nobody is creating hours of traffic just to hang out with Adelaide.
So far, so good.
Which is for the better, since this town really does have like 2 stoplights.
3, thank you. It's a sleepy town.
Oh, sleepy town for sleepy people.
Okay, listeners, we stayed up last night trying to sight a Sasquatch. It didn't go well.
It went great.
Good times were had, but the local Sasquatches have gotten much better at hiding and blurring. Where were we?
Adelaide.
Ah, yes, thank you. Okay, so the next tree lady to finish taking shape manifested in Sarah's yard, formerly a cottonwood tree. I just need the audience to know, our listeners, that Malik just touched me and scared me.
I'm sorry.
I thought it was a bug.
You're just right
creep.
here. You're right here. And I got to touch. I grabbed her hand. Sorry.
So, formerly a cottonwood tree, I mean. So, I guess it still is a cottonwood tree. Anyway, Sarah hated having it there. It freaked her out every time she saw it. And, I mean, she saw it all the time. So, she wanted to cut it down. And unlike with Adelaide, technically she could have because, you know, private property. But then Carmen kind of leveraged her town librarian powers.
Okay, I would love to hear more about that.
Yes, librarian powers are magical powers. So Carmen does. They are.
I love you so much.
Carmen does a story time afternoon 3 times a week for the town's toddlers, and Sarah, who has twins, really depends on the freedom granted to her by story time.
Devious, okay.
So Carmen and the local historical society, which is like 4 people, including Carmen. So they trooped out to Sarah's yard with basically a wheelbarrow full of old photos, old yearbooks, stuff like that. So I got to watch Carmen's grandbaby.
Wait. Was that one of the times we were recording?
Maybe. I've been watching the grandbaby a bit, and me and this very chill little baby are buds now.
Buds. Like on trees.
Oh. Buds is good. Wait, hang on. Can we start over? I need to do my joke again.
Absolutely not. So wait, did the Historical Society ID the tree?
They did, and it turns out that the tree in question is Julie Taylor.
And who is, or considering how this stuff goes, who was Julie Taylor?
She was a couple grades younger than Carmen, and she died in a car accident when she was 17.
Oh, Jamie, that's so sad.
She's actually the reason we have one of those stoplights. And it is sad. It is. So with that knowledge out there, Sarah couldn't deal with felling her tree.
Wow. Credit where credit is due. It's hard to change your mind like that.
I think maybe once you have kids, knowing you have the spirit of a kid or whatever these tree women are, camped out on your land just hits a little differently.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Plus, some of Julie's old friends are still alive, and they would have been pretty pissed, I think. I mean, imagine getting a sign like that from the universe, and you come back and it's just a stump.
Do you think it is? Like a sign?
I don't know what it is.
Fair enough.
So Carmen and the rest of the Historical Society put out the call that anyone with a complete tree lady on their property could get that tree looked at free of charge. And that's actually been kind of cool. A lot of very minor figures from history. Or, famous figures from our town's minor history.
Ooh, who else has shown up?
Okay, so there's Paulina Moore. She was an architect in the 20s. She designed the kind of Art Deco-y looking building on the way into town. Most of her work is in Boulder, but she actually lived here for a little while.
Loving that.
Yeah, and then the Great Depression hit and she lost everything. So she had to move to a tiny cabin in the middle of nowhere.
Ooh, yeah.
Dana Nelson. She was a Stonewall.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah, she was born here, and then she grew up around here. Then supposedly she was part of some of the early organizing around trans issues in the 70s. I say supposedly because the records aren't super clear. But her arrest at Stonewall on June 28th, 1969 definitely is.
So are you saying we've got LGBT trees?
Yeah. Whatever power is creating them, I don't think it's all that concerned with their chromosomes or whatever. That's not what makes a tree lady.
So what does? Where are they coming from?
Honestly, it's unclear.
Some tied to the area, though?
Yeah, we haven't found any tree women who didn't at least pass through town. And usually they shaped life here in some way.
The architect, that makes sense. Adelaide, of course. Julie and the stoplight, yeah, that does track. Dana.
Stonewall helped to reshape the country.
And this pattern continues across all 22 women the Historical Society could find?
Sort of.
Sort of?
Well, it's complicated by the fact that a lot of women's history is just not that well documented. Ugh. Same with most other marginalized groups, of course. And then you get the intersections of that, and it's worse.
Yeah, sometimes history is a play you get to watch from the good seats. And then sometimes all you get is a single shadow cast from somewhere out of frame. A person was there at some point to cast it, but that's all you get. You can imagine what might have given life to the shadow, but you have to make peace knowing it's just imagination.
Yeah. So at least for some of these women, the main note in their biography we get is, she was the wife of so-and-so. The best/worst example of this is Clara Scott, wife of Civil War hero Thomas Scott. We know she kept a diary because Thomas references her always writing everything down in his letters, but apparently the diaries were never saved. So basically, we know she had a lot of opinions, just not what those opinions might have been.
Okay, that kind of shit is maddening.
Yeah. If only we had some sort of brilliant interviewer who had funding to go around and talk to ghosts for a year.
Oh, that's me, right? Yes. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I don't mean I can't wait. I can wait a little longer.
Yeah.
It's really good to be here with you.
It is, yeah. You too. Do you have your interview questions ready?
Some of them. I emailed them to our listener in Finger Lakes to run them by Maud. Make sure they're not insensitive to the whole being dead thing.
That's smart. I know you just wanted to say Finger Lakes again, but that is smart.
Oh my gosh.
You're going to be so good at this.
You think so?
I know so. Hey, do you want me to build you a website?
A website?
A place where people can check out the complete conversations.
That would be amazing, actually.
We can talk about it more off mic. In the meantime, tree women.
Tree women. Back to the matter at hand, back to the matter at branch.
So, okay, basically, go back enough generations that nobody from then is still alive, and we don't often have enough info to tell if these women were notable or what they might have been notable for. We have their names and their faces, and that's about it.
That sucks.
It does. And we think some of the unidentified women were probably indigenous. And of course, the Historical Society doesn't even have names or faces for them, which is obviously no accident. It's so fucked.
It is, yeah.
But the Historical Society is also how we know that the tree in our yard, the tree we're looking at right now, is Mary Baker Hill from circa 1915.
And other than that, we know...
Yep, almost nothing.
I'm sorry.
It's not ideal, no.
No, I mean, I'm sorry because...
Oh, right. I guess I did tell you. Listeners, when the tree ladies started to form and we knew that the first one was a real woman who actually existed, I guess I thought, well, if these women are, deceased people manifesting because of their local significance, who is more locally significant to me and my dad than my mom? And also things like she wore glasses. And like we said, pretty early on, the tree in our yard got these little vines, these little glasses-shaped vines. And, I guess I hoped. I mean, I don't have to guess. I did hope. She, this is going to get a little heavy, but I swear I'm going to go somewhere with this.
Go ahead.
Okay, so she has a gravestone in town, my mom, but she was cremated, and those were her wishes. And we sprinkled her ashes in a fully legal way, in a place that totally didn't catch us and then ban us from the premises. And then the upside of all that is that she's not in that cemetery, you know. Like, I can't really go there and talk to her because her grave is just a rock and there's nothing left of her to even address. And probably it would be different if I had a really solid religion, because then I could just say, oh, she's everywhere. She can hear us everywhere. And man, when I was younger, I really, really tried. I wanted to believe.
Timing, I'm sorry.
No, it's helpful. But I just, I don't know, I can't. It all feels like stories to me. Beautiful stories sometimes, but stories. So then to have the possibility of a real, something solid and concrete of her, something I could point to and say, this is how I remember her, and it doesn't have to live in my temperamental and unreliable brain because it's here. Like, it's right here. And it'll be here forever. I don't know. I mean, I do know. It was so comforting. It felt amazing. Every day the weather allowed it, I would sit in the backyard and drink my coffee with her and tell her about where I thought my day was going. I don't know, just have a chat with Mary Baker Hill. As it turns out, she was a school teacher in 1915, died in 1939, and that's all we know about her. So, you know, you can imagine how silly I feel.
Silly?
It's like when you're a kid and you lose your parents in a crowd and you see someone with the same jeans and the same coat, so you start following them around instead. It's so childish.
They have the same knees as your parents. But that's not the word I'd use.
What word would you say?
Human. Gloriously human.
That's 2 words, Malik.
Can't get anything past you. I was trying to have a moment.
I was communing with the spirit of a teacher who probably just wanted to be left alone.
Well, if she wanted to be left alone, what was she doing as a tree on your property? I mean, come on.
Well, we don't have any theories for what that's about.
Also, of course you thought it was your mom. She had glasses.
Yeah, but her face wasn't really the same shape. I wanted it to be her so badly. I think I let myself.
Of course.
You know, I used to really consider myself a rational person. Like, before the unfucking, I didn't believe in ghosts or aliens, and I definitely had a phase after trying and failing to get into religion. There was definitely a year or 2 there where I was the worst kind of atheist.
I think you can grant yourself grace on that.
And after everything we've seen and read about and heard about over the past 2 and whatever years.
Yeah, I think it would take a pretty irrational person to insist everything still has a scientific explanation.
Right?
We've all had to relax our standards a little for what makes sense, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I mean, does it feel bad to you?
In this world, maybe not. It's weird, though. I couldn't get there with organized religion, but one weird tree, and I was off to the races.
You didn't make a fool of yourself. You just opened yourself up to possibility.
Yeah. And a lot of small talk with a stranger.
Is she still a stranger after that much small talk?
Are you saying I should keep drinking my morning coffee with Mary Baker Hill?
I'm saying it doesn't look like she minds. And, I mean, listen, do what you want, but I don't think you need to feel weird about it.
Yeah. Hey, what if we did a little ad break?
An ad break and a tissue break. Sounds good.
Thanks for supporting the Fable and Folly Network. Here's another show we know you'll love.
This is the emergency broadcast system. A ballistic missile threat has been detected inbound to your area.
Inspired by the real-life false alarm that terrified Hawaii in 2018, Incoming is a thrilling and hilarious cinematic podcast that explores how people react in their most critical hour.
Are you not hearing me? There are missiles headed here right now.
Look, I just want to be with you.
Featuring incredible performances from Tracy Letts, Mary Lou Henner, Mary Elizabeth Ellis, Paul Adelstein, and many, many others.
Now, there's going to be them that live and them that don't.
You're making a big mistake. Is this all my blood?
Maybe you're the leader of a doomsday cult, or you're a country superstar in 1954, or a gangster in witness protection. The question remains the same. What would you do if you only had 20 minutes until the missiles landed?
This is not a test.
What would you do with your last few minutes on Earth? Subscribe to Incoming now, before it's too late.
As a small business owner, sometimes it feels like no matter how much planning you do, there's always surprises, like an urgent, expensive repair. But here's a surprise you will like. With Progressive, small business owners save 13% on their commercial auto insurance when they pay in full. So enjoy a surprise for once. Get a quote in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Hello and welcome back to World Gone Wrong. We are discussing the Tree Women, and to be honest, I don't know how much more I have to say about it.
No further thoughts? No further feelings?
Nothing is coming to mind.
In that case, I did a little research for this episode.
Ooh, a little tree search.
There it is. There's my Jamie. Jamie, do you know where the oldest living tree is?
No idea.
Until the 2020s, I could have said pretty much nobody does. The exact location was purposely kept hidden out of fear people would harm it. But it's just hard to maintain that kind of secret in the internet age.
So where is it?
Methuselah, the very oldest tree, is in the White Mountains of California.
Okay, I would not have guessed that.
Okay, other tree stuff. There's a forest in Poland where every single tree is J-shaped and nobody knows why.
Wait, really?
Yeah, the trees start with a big curve to one side and then correct themselves growing straight up. They're perfectly healthy otherwise. It looks like they were planted around 1930.
That seems so recent for us to have completely lost the meaning behind an entire forest.
Mm-hmm.
Is there some condition they could have gotten?
There's some thought it might have been an experiment that got abandoned in the wake of World War II.
Wars, they ruin everything.
And then there's Pando, but everybody knows about Pando.
That's the tree in Utah that looks like an entire forest, right?
But it's actually one tree with some cunningly placed mirrors and a good PR team. Only kind of joking. Listeners, it's a clone. The root system connecting all the stems is 106 acres. By landmass, it's the biggest tree in the world.
Can I do my favorite new tree fact?
Of course, Jamie.
Trees talk to each other.
What do they say? He asked, bracing for a pun.
No. No pun. Just let me explain it. So we already know that plants do this. So if caterpillars chew through the leaves of a plant, the damage releases organic compounds that signal to other nearby plants to attract insects that will eat the caterpillars and to produce tannins and other bitter substances that will discourage more caterpillars from chomping down. But now we also know that tree roots in a forest are all linked up in these huge networks of fungus that allow trees to exchange nutrients, stress hormones, defensive chemicals, and maybe even electrical signals.
Ooh.
This is part of why really dense forests tend to better withstand pests and diseases because they're so strongly linked.
So trees are sharing water with each other? That's what they're saying? Here you go, pal.
Here you go, bud.
Okay, I can't be mad at that one. I loaded Chekhov's pun gun and placed it in front of your trigger-happy hands.
But yeah, they share water and carbon and nitrogen.
Aw, teamwork.
Something like that.
Wow, I did not expect to be getting emotional about trees today.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
So I got a text from Carmen this morning. They finished compiling their list, and there are officially 5 new tree women this year.
Cool.
Okay, I'm just going to say it.
Oh, go ahead.
I want to go visit them when we're done recording today.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to see more of your town.
Just on the off chance that one of them is just on the off chance one of them's her.
Sounds good.
Really? Because I think it sounds insane.
Jamie, look at me. Look at me in my gorgeous brown eyes. We live in a world where a kaiju named Levi recently fought 5 million rats in order to publicize a gambling app. We live in a world with a sky that is sometimes on fire and faceless people and whatever the fuck spaghetti circles are. In context, I think you're going to be hard-pressed to find any thought in your head that really... The curve we're grading on these days...
You know what I mean. It can't be healthy. I already got my hopes up to the point where I was spending every morning putting in quality time with a tree that turned out to be a total stranger. Like, I shouldn't do that again.
It doesn't sound like you are, though. It sounds like you just want to see.
I just keep thinking how bad I'll feel if it turns out she's out there and I didn't find her. What if the tree is on someone's property who Carmen can't strong arm? What if she's there and she gets chopped down and I never even know? Or what if she's right there? What if she's the next tree that surfaces and I get to not see her again, but get,
What would it mean for you if you did get to see your mom again as a tree?
It would be a way to keep her in my life. It would be a way to... I mean, she's gone. She's probably gone forever. In all ways but memories. Sorry.
You're good.
I've had years and years to get used to the fact that I'll never see her again. That I'll never smell her again. That I'll never get to hear her opinion on something. She was so nice, but then when a kid hurt my feelings, or when a politician did something cruel, when something happened that offended her sense of justice, she could be absolutely merciless in a way that was very funny. Like, she had this little smile that she would do when she was about to really unleash it, and I'll never get to see that again either. I've had all this time to get used to it. All the things that will just never happen again.
Absolutely. And I'd say you were doing pretty well in all the time I've known you, actually.
Yeah. I've stopped being angry at other people for complaining about the little annoying things their alive moms do. I've stopped searching for religions that don't fit for me. And I've stopped judging other people for finding religions that do fit for them. I'd made my peace with the fact that she'll never be here again. And now with the tree ladies, it's like, well, maybe. Like, maybe.
And maybe hurts, right? I mean, it never hurts too, but it hurts in such a clean way. And it's kind of a terrifying clean. It's like looking at a landscape completely covered in snow. There's no breaks. There's no respite. But the promise of never is that you might be able to wrap your mind around it. There's peace in never. Or like there's the possibility of peace in never. But maybe is an open wound.
Ugh, exactly. There could maybe be a tree woman of mom, and she could surface tomorrow. And I don't know. I feel like I keep saying that. I don't know. But when we were first dealing with the tree ladies and I was teetering on burnout, I took a nap under the Adelaide tree, remember?
I do, yeah.
And if that dream could feel that good with a total stranger, maybe I could sleep under my mom's tree and just dream about her. And maybe it wouldn't be a regular dream where it's, okay, we don't know exactly what dreams are or how they work, but I tend to believe it's just the brain talking to itself. There are exceptions now with the sleep demons and stuff, but I think most dreams are your own thoughts echoing back and forth. But if whatever magic makes the tree women, who knows what rules control that? Maybe I could kind of talk to my mom again, talk to her and hear her talk to me. And like that can't be healthy, living with that kind of hope.
What does your therapist say?
I haven't brought it up much to her because I don't think I know how.
You could tell her just like you said here.
It's easier here, though. It's easier sitting in the yard in the sunshine looking at Mary Baker Hill.
Hey, Queen.
Looking at the very real evidence that this could possibly happen. Otherwise, it just feels insane.
I don't think it's insane.
It's so... I feel like I don't have any muscles built around having faith. Like, my brain doesn't have those pathways. It kind of hurts trying.
That's any new muscle.
I know.
It sounds like it's helping you, though. It sounds like it's helping keep your mom in your life.
I think it is, yeah.
And on some level, isn't that what faith is? I mean, best case scenario, you say the words or you follow the steps and hopefully it helps open up your mind or your heart or whatever. It helps you live your values. So why not? Why not visit these trees, then remember your mom and let that be good. It doesn't need to be solved to be good. It can just be a nice thing you do.
Teenage Jamie would be judging me so hard for this.
Teenage Jamie didn't know everything you know. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but Teenage Jamie thought she was straight.
Yes.
I don't think you need to run everything by the version of you that has less information.
That is true.
It's weird, right? hoping. It feels a little like swallowing a moth, letting this thing just flutter around inside your stomach. I don't think there's a wrong way to... Well, no, there are wrong ways to deal with loss if you're harming yourself for others, but I don't think you're going to pick a wrong way to deal with all of this. You love your mom. You miss her. Even if you never see her again, I know it's such a cliche to say she lives in you, but Jamie, you also have a specific smile right before you let loose with a little righteous barb.
I do?
Yeah. It's like, hang on, let me see if I can do it. It's like...
Really?
With a little bit of...
Listeners, I'm so sorry. This must be thrilling audio. Really?
Absolutely. But if you do decide that you don't want to spend your life with your heart in your throat, waiting for your mom to appear, I get that. And if you decide that this is your faith practice, that this is the thing you can believe that transcends...
It's so weird.
Name something on this planet that's not weird, Jamie.
Oxygen, vanilla, dirt.
Oh, oxygen? You mean the thing we breathe that can also explode? Oh, vanilla? That's a bean we could get from an orchid? Unless you're using imitation vanilla, which comes from like a wood pulp. And dirt? Seriously? Dirt? The place where the fungi tree superhighway lives?
Okay, everything is interesting, that is fair, and everything... I don't know.
Yeah?
Everything ends.
That is true.
I think when you're young, you think, oh, I'll get married someday. And that will be my permanent state. I'll have this other person in my life forever. And you grow up a little, and maybe you think, well, romantic love is not a given. People die, people get divorced, people just don't find each other, people choose to be single. But you go, I'll have my circle of friends forever. And then they start getting married and having kids. And it's just natural that you're not as important to them as they are to you. There's no constant. Love, friendships.
Podcasts.
Nothing lasts.
Not even this hug?
Thanks again for coming. I really think this episode would have been sort of impossible to do remotely.
And all it took to get us to this point was the end of the entire fucking show.
Yeah.
Life, right?
Life.
Nothing lasts. That's the human condition. But that doesn't mean it doesn't matter. That doesn't mean it doesn't count. We're impermanent creatures. And it's not all endings. People come out of your life. People come into your life. And Jamie?
Yes?
You are not getting out of this anytime soon. I'm going to call you. I am going to call you and leave you voice messages and text you whenever really, really weird shit happens. And you know weird shit's going to happen.
That sounds right.
The cadence of this friendship will change. The proximity to microphones will change, but you and me, we were friends before World Gone Wrong, and we will be friends after. Because this is bigger than a show. We are bigger than a show.
We are.
Of fucking course we are.
Okay.
Now, do you want to go look at some tree women? Your choice.
I do. Yeah. Even if they're not my mom, I want to know.
Okay. Goodbye, Mary Baker Hill.
Goodbye, Mary Baker Hill.
Ready?
I think so. I hope so.
Okay, then. This is World Gone Wrong.
I'm Jamie. That's Malik. This is Mary Baker Hill.
Hi.
We know things are getting weirder every day, but we hope your baseline, and we wish you all better tomorrow.
Mary Baker. It's me, Mary Baker.
No, put the microphone away.
It's me. Water my branches.
And even when it's ashes, there'll be part of me that wishes we could stay.
Jamie and Malik are played by Hilary Williams and Michael Turrentine.
This episode was written by Jessica Best.
Directed by Jeffrey Nils Gardner. Edited by Astra Duffy.
Our show art is by Carly Fairbanks.
And our bangin' theme song is Falling in Love at the End of the World by Olivia and the Lovers.
World Gone Wrong is produced and created by Jeffrey Nils Gardner and Eleanor Hyde.
This is a production of Audacious Machine Creative.
The Fable and Folly Network, where fiction producers flourish.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy to see if you could save when you bundle your home and auto policies. Try it at Progressive.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.